This week's episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Squarespace,
GoDaddy.com, and Netflix. I know your answer, Jeff, to this.
so ask me.
But
My answer's better.
food in movies that whenever you watch
water.
a movie, it's like you need to eat that.
Tron water.
Yeah, I was gonna say delicious Tron water is Jeff's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first things we ever talked
We
about.
bonded over
ever.
delicious Tron water.
You know what?
We
This is
bonded-
gonna
you
sound.
said we
you know what?
were-
This is gonna sound really weird.
Yeah.
Streetcar hot dogs.
Named Desire?
Yes, Streetcar hot dogs named Desire. The wacky trauma film.
what movie?
Ghostbusters. When Slimer
when
comes
Slimer has
out
them
and he's
all
got them
hanging
all
out of his
hanging out, and I
mouth.
was like, oh, those look so good.
I know we've talked about this before because remember you said we were bonding at D&D for someone we met at G4.
Yeah.
And you said we wanted water, and you said, "Oh, delicious Tron water," and we all had that feeling of that
He
whenever we
drinks
see
it
that
out of
movie,
that Frisbee, and it looks
And
so
it's
good.
glowing.
we want water so bad.
Yeah.
When I see Empire Strikes Back, whenever he's
The
that
bar.
crouton thing,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a breadstick, and it makes me really want breadsticks.
Okay, well, first off, it's not a breadstick.
I think it's a
It is
breadstick.
it's an almond roca.
Our favorite movie. One of my
favorite movie, have a favorite
should have won
movie?
the Academy Award that year with
you
Adam
know?
Sandler.
Oh, yeah, with the sandwich.
The Sandwich. What's the movie? It's my fucking favorite movie.
The perfect sandwich.
Anger management?
No! What is that movie?
Bedtime stories.
No, with the
Keep going, dude, you got it.
With the Hispanic chick.
Love me, don't love me.
No, and he's so great, and he's a hero.
Oh, Amber, Spanglish.
Spanglish.
And the funny thing was,
Dude. What the?
Your sunglasses, Miss Hudson.
Hi, Miss Hudson from St. Louis. Today's mission on the Totally Rad Show will be talk about Serve and Report, Killzone 2, and MadWorld. Are these really our best agents?
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
Wow! How do I get out of this chicken outfit?
You secure the Hudson.
who was that?
Three rad guys living normal lives are recruited by a team of super spies. Their missions classified, but you may surmise they battle evil by quoting movie lines. Game and TV guides are used like knives to quell the rise of demon samurais. We know it sounds contrived, but we tell no lies. It's as the name implies, the Totally Rad Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Totally Rad Show, episode number 108. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Jeff Canada.
I'm Dan Trachtenberg.
Totally Rad Show is your weekly dose of all things rad. We go down to the used toy store, buy some Connectics, make giant robots of rad to come and deliver you some news and information.
My dad would have called them Tinker Toys.
Tinker Toys are also good.
Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs were also good. Robotics. Do you guys remember Robotics? Where it would have like engines and you could have like
I loved
arms.
Robotics. Amazing.
So we're covering a lot of stuff this week. One of the things that we're super excited is that we actually are going to announce here exclusively a few of the 2009 Webby nominees, which we're very, very excited about. We had a great time with Webbies last year.
As Webby winners, attendees ourselves.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
So even though we're covering a lot of great stuff, one of the things we are not covering is the Powerpuff Girls, but
But how cool is that?
Joshua sent in such a great background, we had to show it on the show.
Do you guys know what the Powerpuff Girls male counterparts were called? Do you remember?
Ballsack Boys, I think?
No?
Close?
Not appropriate.
Damn it.
I can't remember either, like the Scruffy Scruff Boys or something like that.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but
How did you know it from watching the show repeatedly?
yeah, it's a great show, dude. Don't diss the show. Awesome. Powerpuff Girls, have you ever seen it?
I don't
It's
know
about
what we're
She's
doing.
like, now I don't know
what we're doing.
Am
Is
I
this a
am I
comedy
making fun of
bit, or Are
me?
you serious? Oh, it's actually a good.
It's
like
awesome.
It's like a hidden gem good show.
You've never seen it?
I never saw
I
it.
have. It's funny.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh.
Shall we get
Okay.
into talking about stuff?
I didn't know it was that kind of
shocked
thing.
that
I didn't know
they
it was
have-
that. I didn't know it was like
Yeah,
actually.
it's not like
it's like
it's not
Avatar.
like My Little
it's
Ponies.
actually good.
Yeah, it's not like My Little
It
Ponies.
is. It's
like,
clever and funny and has great action. And you never saw Mojo Jojo. I am Mojo Jojo.
No.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody out there is like, damn.
get into the show.
Stay tuned for the end of the show.
Yes! Web is at the end.
This week in movies, we are talking about Observe and Report. So that is the latest.
Shocked. You're shocked.
Wait,
Did
what?
you see the movie?
Damn it!
You didn't go?
I watched Powerpuff Girls, the movie.
Observe and Report
really
is the latest from Seth Rogen, as well as the team, the writer-director Jody Hill, who did Foot Fist Way and the Eastbound and Down show on
Which recently
HBO.
got renewed for season 2.
There you go. And it stars Seth Rogen as a bipolar security guard who takes his job extremely serious, is in love with
I don't think that's the tagline that they officially went with. The bipolar security.
That's in the synopsis for the movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He's in love with a makeup counter girl played by Anna Faris, and has to solve crimes that are happening in this mall and compete against the cop detective played by Ray Liotta. Alex, what did you think of Observe and Report?
Can I ask you a question before I give my answer? When was this made?
Feels like a while ago, doesn't it?
It feels like this movie to me was made before Seth Rogen or Anna Faris was anybody.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I really disliked this movie a lot. I mean, a lot. Personal preference, so, you know, it's nothing to say about it. It just seemed like it was definitely one of those situations where the trailer wants you to believe that it is a funny, lighthearted comedy. The movie itself is dark, disturbing, rarely funny, depressing. I mean, it was like this look into this. I mean, there was stuff that, like, you know, the scene where he like kisses the girl after she throws up seems funny in the trailer. Then they cut to her unconscious and him having sex with her, unconscious with vomit on the pillow. So it's like it's not that movie. It's not the movie. When the quote comes up and says sick and a couple other things, you know, like outrageous. It's not because it's so funny. It's because it's really just sort of a fucked up movie. There were a couple really good laughs in it, laughs to be had, at least for me. But overall, I just walked away kind of down and like, what was that? And one of the things that I keyed into was there were things that I think were on paper. There's a scene where they go and beat up these teen skaters. And I think on paper that seems funny. Like, it's these guys who are sort of, and these kids are just skateboarding, and they kind of go overboard, and they end up beating them up rather than just saying, hey kids, stop skateboarding. But they shot it in such a visceral and gritty, dirty, realistic way that you actually lost any semblance of humor, and you just went into the space of, I feel really bad for those kids. Like, this seems wrong. Whereas on paper, I think that was like the funny bit.
I agree with you
1,000%.
1,000%. I found very little redeemable about this movie. I did not enjoy it at all. What I would like to talk about is another comedy that I saw this week that I adore, and it's called I Love You, Man.
Oh.
And it's interesting because as I was enduring Observe and Report, I kept thinking about I Love You, Man, because Observe and Report is exactly what you're talking about. All the comedy that they're trying to mine in that movie is about negativity. It's about just yelling at each other. Like a comic scene in that movie is just yelling profanities at another person. That's what they think is funny. Now, I'm no prude. I'm up for negativity in some movies. You know, I like movies. I can be entertained. I can laugh at South Park when they get really, you know, off color and weird. But I've been listening to these, maybe odd to bring up, but I've been listening to the new Prince album, and he has, which is fantastic, by the way. And he has this line,
the guy who sings "Sexy Mother Effer."
Yeah, which is right.
Great song.
And he has this great line that said when he says the songs you used to sing used to mean something. Now every other one is just mean. And that's kind of how I feel about this movie. Like, it's just mean. Whereas I Love You, Man, which is co-written and directed by a guy who did one of my favorite comedies ever called Safe Men. I Love You, Man is a movie where you are thoroughly entertained, laughing your ass off. It's very adult, it's very off color and very R-rated, but you walk out of there and you feel great. Everybody in the movie is the comedy is found from commonality that you feel toward the characters and enjoying going through this experience with these people. Whereas Observe and Report is just beating you down. I did not like it at all, and I urge anybody that hasn't gone to see I Love You Man to rush out and see it because it's a phenomenal experience.
Well, I'm glad you bring up I Love You Man because it's a movie we missed while we were covering all the South by Southwest stuff, but everyone says it's hysterical, and I'm glad to hear you find I've been excited to see it.
One of the funniest comedies
it's on my list of things
people
to
that
do.
we should be seeing I Love You Man.
Yeah.
And I was upset that we couldn't cover it on the show. That being said, I'm probably going to defend this movie a little bit, but I needed to give a disclaimer up front that I didn't enjoy it. I didn't think it was very. I didn't laugh at all throughout the movie, but similar to how I experienced Foot Fist Way and Eastbound and Down, I think it's funny. I think they're doing some clever things, and I think to myself, oh, that's funny, but I cannot bring myself. It doesn't evoke laughter from me, and. It's despicable and horrible and negative, as you say, but I don't think unintentionally, and I think they do something very.
It's very
I think they have a
intentional.
very original, creative, comedic voice, in that they don't care about Jody Hill, maybe in specific, but this whole crew, guys, they don't care about making anyone likable. It's sort of this bold statement. It's almost like the Bad Lieutenant of comedy.
I felt a lot of Taxi Driver in there.
Right. But it's like, it's interesting that they forgo likability for the sake of a joke that has never been made. And like in some movies, there's plot twists. To me, there was like comedy twists where they're setting up something and the payoff is something you never would have expected in a million years because it is so dark. And it's extremely dark. What I do think is redeemable about this movie is the action sequences. Because I think there's a few action sequences in this movie that are better than anything in last week's movie, Fast and Furious. And there's a classic, iconic, notorious action sequence in the movie Old Boy from the Korean director Chan-wook Park has this cult following. Right. And there's a sequence that is taken straight out of that movie, straight out of Flash Gordon. It's set to the Flash Gordon music when he kicks butt with his flashlight. Yeah. And uses the Queen song from Flash Gordon. That is the same scene, and that is a badass sequence. And the other action sequences are really cool.
But how can you? But see, to me, there's nothing badass about that sequence because after the first hit, I go, oh my god, this is disturbing. There's no reason why that character would even be doing that.
Obviously, none of us have the sense of humor that this movie speaks to.
Right.
But I think that there are people that will find this very funny, and it really does.
I don't know a single person in my life that would find it.
I don't know.
Well, a lot of people are raving about it, so there are.
I understand what you're saying, dude, and I get that they're trying to push the envelope, but I felt like so much of the movie is just there to push the envelope, and it also felt like the whole thing was they had this image of the end. Of what happens at the end with the streaker.
Right.
And they had that image and then they worked backward from there. That's how the movie feels to me. It felt like at every point it's like, what's the most shocking thing we can do? And it was never fun. It was never fun. And I get that they're trying to do that. They're trying to do that like anti-hero, completely despicable thing. But ultimately, if I'm going to a comedy, I don't think it's just a difference in
I just don't think I don't think I share the sense of humor of this. I think a lot of people, because it's the same thing. I've experienced the same feeling from his past other things that he's made.
People are like,
people think it's funny, and it's not my sense of humor.
It might be
at all.
that humor that, like I said when we were talking about Foot Fist Way, where if you're in comedy so much, like when I was doing improv, we would do comedy so much that what was normally normal comic moments and bits weren't fun. We got numb to it. So the only thing that we could do as a group to make each other laugh was say the worst, like horrific, horrible things we could possibly think of. And that's why I always thought that maybe this is the reason why people, like Will Ferrell and stuff like that, get all excited about movies like this, is because it's so different from anything.
I mean, lots of people
there's
are going to see.
I don't know.
Anyway,
it disturbs me that this is the kind of comedy that kids are going to be quoting, and maybe that's me coming off as being out of touch.
What was Clerks when that first came out, and he's talking about all the vulgar things in Clerks. That was crazy to hear that.
You have this other movie, I Love You Man, which is so wonderful to watch.
Yeah, they're not mutual, but you have that. That's good.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about that trailer because
All
I
right.
just watched
So
it.
anyway, we're also going to talk to you guys about the trailer for Moon. Moon is making a big splash at the film festivals. I believe it's directed by a guy named Duncan Jones, who I'm pretty sure is the son of David Bowie.
Really?
But like Billy Bob Thornton, he probably doesn't want to be known for his
Yeah.
But Moon is an independent science fiction flick about a dude played by Sam Rockwell, star of Safe Men.
Yes, indeed. Saving comes up again. Is this Duncan Jones' first movie?
Yes.
Awesome.
And he's
Yes.
he's
Maybe.
in the future working on a moon base. Something goes wrong, an accident happens, and it's a thriller. He's alone in the moon. Stuff.
It feels like Wall-E meets the Tom Hanks movie with the volleyball.
Castaway.
Castaway, right? Meets like Sunshine.
Yeah, I thought this was
know?
the movie that they wanted Solaris to be. Remember Solaris with
never
George
saw either of
Clooney,
them,
where he
but-
was like by himself on his moon base?
It's a remake of a classic Russian movie, but yeah.
Moon is?
Solaris.
Oh, Solaris is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not good.
This looks awesome.
This looks amazing. I mean, it's a little spoiler giveaway-y, I think,
Yeah.
because I think I know exactly what the end of this movie is. You know what I mean? Or like what the George
Well,
is.
there's a clear 2001 vibe, and there's this
Definitely.
robot Hal-esque
The creepy
Gertie
voice.
that is going wrong. So there's 2001 an Alien, like where the cyborg goes wrong, an Alien that's happening in
Right.
this movie. I think it's exciting, and our buddy over at Slash Film, Peter, mentioned in his article about the flick that it's sort of exciting to see these new independent films that are science fiction movies with these special effects. It's like I remember from a few years ago we had a movie called Cube. I don't know if everyone saw Cube, but that is an awesome, high concept science fiction movie done on shoestring budget that is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's, when you see the like Half-Life 2 short film that like these
City
two
17
guys did, and there's tons of
Perfect
things
Dark.
out there. Perfect Dark.
I mean, Perfect Dark. That's a video game.
Pitch Black?
Pitch Black.
That was
Pitch
a
Black's
bigger
it's good.
budget, but
That's
still
all right.
not.
Yeah,
I thought it was
no,
pretty
no,
low
no.
budget.
Well,
It was still
no.
low budget, but it wasn't like.
It wasn't like shoestring budget.
It's not like Cube and this film where it's like you can kind of make what Reservoir Dogs was for independent films, and it's like now that can be in a science fiction canvas because these tools are so much easier.
Cheaper, yeah.
I mean, let me just say too, this is a real movie. It's not like 405 where like he did it on his own computer. He's not a visual effects guy, but I think
Excited. I'm super
really
excited. Well, I love Sam
exciting, and
Rockwell,
it looks
so-
awesome.
I know. Sam Rockwell can do no wrong as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this time to thank Jeff.
Yes.
for my Hanukkah gift.
And I'm going to take this time to thank Jeff for my Christmas gift.
What do you take this time to thank Steve for his Christmas gift?
That you gave him. Jeff got us all Star Wars Legos for the holidays this past year.
We've been huge Lego fans. I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
but
Lego,
also
Legos.
Legos are expensive.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
Really?
they're really, really expensive.
Well, they're
I mean, not to
intricate.
like pump up my gift to you guys, but I'm saying I had this idea. I'm gonna go get some Legos at the guys at Toys R Us. Went to
Yeah.
Toys R Us. Legos are not cheap.
Wow.
Well, my 5 DVDs for you were not cheap.
Well, no, let's not. It's not
I
about.
don't even know what I got you guys.
I'm just saying for.
Did I get you guys anything? No, I'm kidding.
When we were kids, I remember Legos were also very not cheap.
They were the thing that you had to ask your parents for, and
Yeah.
it was like it was like.
Well, but this is interesting because Dan made a point of saying, so it comes with instructions, and that was sort of a new thing to him. And I think the reason why is because you buy the kits,
Yeah, but you don't.
but you'd never build the thing that
I
was
would.
made out of the kit.
Every
Well,
time.
I wouldn't.
That's the first thing I build. I build the thing that the kit was, play a
then you
little while,
rip it
and then
apart.
take it apart and build something new. So we were all raised
do it.
with this particular bit of rad.
No, I've never done. I never built a Lego, but my friends were
Really?
really. So I went over to his house and we built his
Lego-
pirate ship, but I never did my own thing.
Lego was my
This
number
is-
one toy as a kid. The number one toy.
Yeah.
I think maybe I liked it more than you guys. Okay, I love this because this was always. It's so brilliant that just the art of these things, because there's no text, they're completely language free.
But I remember spending a lot of time going, wait, what's this piece? What's that piece? Is
That's
that
Legos.
That's the fun.
Welcome to Legos.
Excuse me, wait a second. So do I have to open up every single bag, or is
Well, yeah.
No, not.
No,
not-
yeah, because
wait.
you guys have like individual bags. Mine.
You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. We have to be really careful not to mix our stuff,
Yeah.
guys. Seriously.
Don't even come near my stuff.
I think I found my first piece. I did.
Oh man,
I'm
guys, this
very
is awesome.
scared.
This is awesome.
Dude, this is epic. But
Hopefully this works out better than our gingerbread
Anything
houses.
else we've made.
Yeah.
I already feel like I have too many pieces. Okay, all right. Look, mine's starting to look like a sort of ship.
I'm just still
I think it's
opening
done,
bags.
actually. I think that's it. These were all superfluous pieces.
Do we even take any bets on who gets done last?
Yeah, I'll
Just
bet
a
against
bag
myself.
opener.
All right. Boom. I'm a little bit excited. I could do this every weekend.
Dude, I'm totally
you.
excited. Are you kidding me? Two pieces in
Here's
these.
the problem. There doesn't seem to be
Big
any rhyme or reason as to which bag the items are in.
You would think that, but for some reason I'm having a lot of luck. Wait, Jeff, shit. I don't know if that's your bag.
I'm
or
having a
mine.
lot of luck.
This is a scary one because I don't know.
That's your bag.
Okay.
This is a scary one.
This is a danger zone here.
Danger
This
mouse.
one is questionable.
Danger.
Look, dude, I have control. I have control over my spaceship. Gentlemen, let's just take a second to look at the glory.
Nice glory,
that
bro.
is this.
I'm loving that I get to work up to that.
There's a lot of pieces here that I've never seen before, which is exciting.
And it goes like this, you go, "Beep." Put the eye in. Bag 2! I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a
All your
lot
stuff is
left
in the same
over.
bag?
What do you mean?
My shit has been all in different bags.
Yeah, my shit's all been bags also.
That's why you're going so fast.
Yeah, I know.
I'm spending half an hour looking for where my stuff is.
Exactly.
The difference between you and me, Alex, is that I just spent the last half an hour making this.
Yeah, bro.
This is what I built. This is what I built. It's taken a long time. Look how many pieces are in there that I had to find. Come on.
Yeah. See, it's like
It's the wrong length.
oh boy, major things.
Mine is by far the most complicated.
See? Look, now it looks like I got a thing happening. See this thing? No one cares about mine.
It gives me a little bit of joy when what they're calling for is just a regular old Lego piece from back in the day. Avoid the noise.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Hello, guy in cockpit.
Guy
Nice.
in cockpit.
Look at the picture. Clearly this is longer and
Dude, everyone's awesome.
Dude, yours is working, it's just you're not doing it
I mean,
right.
I have a guy in a cockpit, but
the very first thing I did was wrong.
Well,
Because this stupid gray looks like black.
ladies and gentlemen, I give you some sort of square divide with moving parts. Dude, look.
Look at that.
I like
Action.
that little walker, but check this out. You ready?
amazing.
There's a little bit of fatigue.
You're not even the guy who has to search for your parts, Alex.
Hey, I gotta look for parts. I mean, in the bags that are numbered individually. So,
Nobody move.
Why do you continue to insist on doing that?
Stop it.
I see it.
Wait, I see it.
Is there anything else down there?
Oh, dude, I'm getting a foot going on here. This is gonna be cool.
Look at these cool nubbins I'm putting on.
Nubbins.
Look at these nubbins.
Charles Nubbins?
I don't think they're there for any other reason than to be a cool nubbin. Look at that. Oh no, it's a little crank. That's a crank!
It's a cran nubbin.
A crank nubbin.
Wait, what? What? Oh my god.
What's wrong? What did you do, Dan?
Crazy.
Second leg.
It's just so, I'm not even on the second leg yet.
Oh, I got it. All right, everybody. Bag of finale.
But now it wants me to, keeps happening. That is looking like
Walker,
something.
Texas Ranger, bro.
Next page is. Ah, ha, ha. Get down here. Jeff,
Nope.
thank you very much for the Lego.
You're welcome. Did you have fun?
I definitely had fun.
Are you having more fun now that you're done?
It's definitely good to be able to kind of stand back and go, yeah, I did that. And then
is
also
cool,
to
dude.
be able to be the guy who did that first. Oh my God, Dan.
Amazing.
I did not know that was gonna happen.
Because that's how the cockpit comes forward.
Oh,
Put the
that's
guy
cool. Oh my God. Wow, so you guys, your stuff is really spread out all over the place, huh?
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying for 3 hours!
It's so different. I have these numbers in my bag.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm stacking so many things to me.
Are you
It's like
doing it by, are you going by instinct?
I'm making a kebab.
Fine, close your eyes. I'm
It's all
gonna
funny
shoot you.
games until I lose Dan. Oh, my nipple!
Isn't that great?
You shot me in the nipple? Whoa!
How's your engine skewer going?
Awesome. Dude, I would, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than this. So I don't care about you guys complaining. I don't know where my elbow is right now.
Probably.
Oh, there's my
your
elbow.
arm.
Hello.
McFly.
Hello.
Nice. My walker has legs.
That's pretty rad. Just so we're clear. This has nothing to do with skill for
yeah.
pacing.
Yeah.
You got lucky, sir.
Oh.
Lucky. You got lucky.
Get a little delirious if you've heard the singing. It's because of delirium that sets in when you're just doing the same thing over again and getting frustrated.
How's it coming?
It's boom. Third leg. Well, you curl it up underneath.
I'm sure.
There you go. Because it's tilted right now. If I tilted this down, which I don't want to do, because things like that happen.
Put that back on. Does anybody want coffee or anything?
It's 3 of them, exactly, and they gave me 3 of them, but these are wrong.
Okay.
They're the wrong pieces. I got the wrong pieces.
We should fly.
Check this out, dude.
Okay, let's ready.
Hey, wait, I gotta get my wing into position.
Okay, get your wing into position. I'll get mine. Wing.
Not having
Look,
the
dude,
luck
as this
that
wing goes
those
down,
guys
it makes those wings go down.
Oh, dude.
Because it's got mechanics. Amazing! Except that it doesn't have this on the other side.
Let me see,
Because
Jeff.
they screwed it up. They screwed me.
Awesome. Awesome.
Damn it. Some structural integrity problems. That's why, see, that's why
Was it a linchpin?
That's why the Republic fell.
There we go.
Look at those guys fighting on the ship, on the ship.
Is yours gonna have like walking movement mode or something?
Just if I crank. No, because you got to crank. Probably not. You know? Probably not. Okay, the last piece.
All right, we're finally ready. As you can tell, it's taken so long now. The lighting has literally changed. It's become night.
How many hours has it taken us?
Us? Differing amounts of time.
Why is the superfluous third leg just hanging there? Superfluously.
Because he's like, but he didn't step yet.
So it stops in midair. I like it. What do you
cool.
guys think? I have a Jedi lightsaber duel going on top of my ship, as well as Darth Vader is actually piloting my ship.
I gotta say, Alex, let me show you. There's also those windows.
Windows are cool.
Let's see in. And it theoretically does move, but not in a way that is easy and
usable.
Don't want to really.
Well, Jeff, I will say
It's not
again,
motorized.
thank you very much for
Yeah,
our
Merry
Hanukkah
Hanukkah.
/ Christmas gifts.
Thanks, man.
I'm excited to display mine proudly in my office.
I have to say, it was a complete throwback and wonderful time to go back and build Legos again.
Yeah.
I could
I know you
definitely.
guys
definitely
got
did
a-
something about throwing my back, but I don't know if it was.
I know you guys were it was a little tedious after a while, but
I
we
didn't
went
think
with
it
a
did.
bigger
It was
set.
easiest for me
He
because
had no tedium
I
to
finished
endure.
first. It was easier with the
Yeah.
numbered bags.
Alex is definitely the coolest by 100%.
Yeah, I think I agree.
It just is. The people fighting on the top is awesome. The look is awesome. That motorization is awesome. It shoots something.
Good work,
Star Wars
everybody.
Legos, boys.
Up.
We missed a couple of really high-profile video games over the last few weeks. We had GDC, and
Yep.
then we had South by Southwest, and we had our 2-year anniversary show. And in that time, there were a couple of really big releases on the PS3 and the Wii that were kind of defining or redefining those platforms, or at least attempting to. So we've heard you clamoring in the forums and by email and stuff,
Clamoring.
asking us to cover these games. And so we're going to circle back around and talk about a couple of older releases. The first of which is Killzone 2 for the PS3. And this is a game that is rife with sort of industry drama. The first Killzone was supposed to be the Halo killer for the PlayStation, and it met with mixed reviews. I don't know, did you guys play the first Killzone?
I saw a little bit of it.
Did you play?
I didn't play through it.
Did you play some
Was
of
this
it?
the one
played
that was this the one that was the launch title for the PS3 that we saw at G4? I mean at
No.
G4.
No,
that was
Killzone,
Resistance.
Killzone 1 came out on the PS2.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I know that
And
I
it was,
didn't play it.
you know, it was a problematic game. It had some fun stuff about it. Really interesting design. Anyway, Killzone 2 was the one that was announced at E3 several years ago, and there was a lot of controversy over the trailer. Who cares? It's out now, it's on the PS3, and it is a first-person shooter that really blows the doors off as far as graphical prowess, showing off what the cell processor can do on the PS3. So now we've had a chance to play it. Dan, I'm curious to see what you think about the first-person shooter, Killzone 2.
Killzone.
Yeah, it is totally gorgeous. Graphics are phenomenal in the game. I wish that I wish that more than half the game didn't take place in the same grayed out world every level for the first quarter until you get to this sort of sepia tone brown world. Everything is this gray and this really uninteresting looking and boring to play level design. So what was the game? I think it was Resistance 2. Where I was fighting the, I had so much more fun playing Resistance.
yeah, you did like Resistance 2.
I had a lot more fun playing Resistance 2. It didn't look as good as this game, but I had so much more fun playing Resistance 2 than I did Killzone 2. I will say though, the loading screens,
Yeah, being all weird.
and when you move the
Yeah,
motion
the 6
controller,
axis.
and it looked like those baseball or like trading cards
Yeah.
when it like has
Hologram.
that interesting hologram look, tinfoily hologram.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I just didn't have a lot of fun playing the game.
Yeah.
Something with the aiming, and I found that with the first Killzone, some sort of it takes a bajillion shots to kill somebody.
That's the whole bajillion meter that,
Yeah.
that in there.
I don't know. I found nothing to.
I know that you have a problem with PS3 first-person shooters in general because you don't like the controller.
So here's the thing. I've decided that these games are going to be reviewed in sort of twofold. One as the game just by itself. Control scheme away.
Okay.
And then
You know, people have been
Control
sending
scheme.
ways to use the Xbox 360 controller.
I know,
You gotta
and
do
that's
that.
that's why I don't want to say, well, I don't like the controller. That's why I didn't like it. If I didn't like it, because I know that
that's the wrong
it's
tone
my
of
it's
the
my
voice for
it's
you.
wrong tone of voice. I'd be like, I didn't like it because it's my fault. I could easily figure out how to do this. So, first thing you notice in this game is the scope of this game is huge.
Right.
Right. there are those games where it's like, wow, this is really great. Gears 1 was a little bit like that. We were like, but it feels like I'm in this column here. You know what I mean? Like it's a gorgeous column, but it doesn't feel like. This game scope is huge. It is gorgeous. The game is gorgeous. The animation models are gorgeous. The enemy AI, a lot of good stuff in this game. The guns sound and feel right. If that makes any sense. It just seemed very generic. Like it didn't seem that cool. It didn't have its own vibe. I mean, besides the red eye thing, which is kind of cool, there wasn't a uniqueness to it. It just felt like a very, very, very good first-person shooter. And the gameplay to me wasn't all that much fun. I think the hard thing that I have is I love the cover mechanic, but I don't like the hold thing. And
I found it a little odd too.
You can't set it, and believe me, I checked, because as soon as I played, where you have to hold to stay in cover.
I never used cover in the game because
Oh wow! How the hell did you do that?
You can.
I did a lot of knifing actually, which was
Wow.
No,
I mean,
you
it
can't.
feels like the game really wants you to use cover.
Dude,
Really? I didn't feel that way
every
because-
cutscene starts with, all right, guys, get some cover. I mean, that's literally the end of every cutscene.
Every level, for me, was very easy to accomplish, to defeat, because my guys would be attacking, and there was always, every level had a way for me to flank behind and then just take them out with ease.
Well, either way, the cover mechanic where you hold down to stay in cover, I dislike. Or at the very least, give me a toggle on and off. I mean, let me choose, because you can choose it with the zoom in, zoom out. Do you hold, click and hold, or you have to hold it down? You know what I mean? So the gameplay itself, and I agree with Dan. Like it seemed so the same thing for so long that it just got into this drudgery of, oh, more red guys, boom, boom, boom. Oh, one big red guy, shoot him, And there's some stuff to, different, weapons and stuff that, change it up, but they just change it up in such a generic way that it seemed like this game had such potential because it is gorgeous. Like if you own a PS3 and you like first-person shooters, get this game, buy this game, play this game. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I maybe liked it a little bit more than you guys, but I also felt it's interesting because the week before this game came out, Fear 2 came out, and which we talked about, and I loved. And I think Fear 2 is a better game than Killzone 2.
Not as good looking.
Not as good. Well,
and
not
has the same
much
aesthetic problem where scope-wise it's all the same kind of thing. But the gameplay,
the like mech sequence to mech sequence, way better in Fear 2. Yes. I did like a lot of Killzone 2. I had a problem with the fact that you could only carry one gun at a time.
Yes.
Dude, as a guy who likes to have a sniper rifle or a shotgun,
it just
only
meant that
have
you couldn't use the coolest weapons in the game because you always had to have that standby weapon, and that's unfortunate. It didn't seem like a necessary restriction.
Yeah.
I thought that the second half of this game was much better than the first half. I thought like you said, scope, they ramped things up and you really feel like you're part of a huge war.
Yeah.
And the amount of stuff that's going on, the amount of guys that you have to get through, and that last section where you're raiding the palace,
I don't know,
it's phenomenal. It's really intense.
I don't know if I got there, but I did. I ended right with when I'm in the
mech.
The guns and the like that Steven Spielberg Amazing Stories.
No, it's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's exactly Star Wars.
There is a clear definition, and
Okay,
I
cocky.
think where it just suddenly gets big and better, and I wish that happened so much earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has such great potential.
It's like a B+, I think.
But I also there's no boss. I mean, that's why. I mean. I'm surprised that you guys are remarking on the scope because
there's a boss battle at the end.
There's no boss battles throughout the game. There's no. That's what the God
I
of War
like that.
thing.
I always liked it in Halo.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about
boss
two
battle.
and-
No.
and Gears of War
That's
two.
what I liked about
scope
Halo
play.
is that there was never a boss battle. It was just more dudes, and that's exactly how the last half of the game is. It's just like throwing more and more guys at you.
I
which
think
is
that
awesome.
Halo. I'm remembering Halo 3, and there's sort of an organic.
Well, I'm talking about Halo 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Halo, the original Halo, it never had a boss battle, and I thought that was so cool. Okay, the second game we're going to be talking about is MadWorld on the Wii, which for a lot of people was the litmus test about whether the Wii was going to be able to support hardcore, quote unquote, violent games that were not made for a younger audience, which admittedly a lot of the Wii titles are. This is a game from Sega, and it is very violent, very adult, very off-color, quite literally, because it's black and white with a lot of red blood. And
I was taking a shower.
that just
Off
happened.
color.
That just happened. I promise. That just happened. You give me too much credit, sir. So basically, it's not Total Recall. A Running Man.
Yep.
You are in this future world where violence on TV, you have to survive by killing a number of guys and getting points. And the way you get points is with more stylistic kills. So basically the game is a series of small little arenas where you're using objects in the environment and the sort of automatons that are blindly walking around to create really violent, over-the-top kills. You can throw a tire around a guy to restrain him, then shove a signpost through his face, then throw him against a wall of spikes.
Subtle stuff.
Use the chainsaw that's on your arm to slice people in half, blood shooting everywhere. Of course, it's a Wii title, so a lot of those things are accomplished by hand motions and motion controls. Alex, you don't look like you have a happy face on.
This is why I said I want to review this game twofold. One, the play mechanic, and two, the actual game. The IP, as it were. Because I really enjoyed this, black and white, gritty, but very cartoony sort of Burnout for mayhem. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of, I've got a very big Burnout vibe where it was like, I'm not just gonna go, jump this thing. I'm gonna jump it and try to get that, hit the thing.
It's all about style points. It's
all
like
about
Tony
style
Hawk.
points. It is. It really is actually. Which was great. It was so much fun, and the aesthetic was great, and I thought it was funny, and I loved a lot of this
Greg
game.
Proops, who's the old Whose Line Is It Anyway guy, and also was in Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 1. And some other guy whose name I'm not recalling now. They provide like a running gag commentary through the whole thing.
There's a lot of really, really great stuff that I only wanted to play at maybe 10 to 15 minute increments because this is not how I want to play my video games. It's just not how I want to play my video games. I mean, if this was a PSP title, I'd love it, and it
really? You think it's just the controls? I agree with you
because I like the game. I was really enjoying it, but then I was like, I don't want to be freaking doing this anymore. I just don't want to.
Is that how you feel too?
I mean, I did not have any fun playing the game.
Not at all?
It's totally cool. Intellectually, like Observe and Report, like I get it's cool. Like you throw the guy in the thing, it's all awesome looking. If it was a scene in a movie that I would watch, that's cool for 5 minutes and then move on to the next thing or whatever. Or Sin City, it's got the Sin City aesthetic. But, there's no, after you've done one level, the next level happens and it's the same thing you did, the same motions, the same stuff. So I disagree that I think playing on the PSP would be even less fun because it's like, okay, so I just tap A to do that? Like at least there's some sort of like gotta pull off my arm. Well, I don't enjoy doing that, but I don't think it would be any better on the PSP. It's cool, it's a cool game. I literally would describe it as it's a cool game. K-E-W-L. But not a fun game. I mean, fun to have friends over and say, hey, look at how gross this is. Awesome, next.
I think what you're both getting at
Let's play Bloom Blocks.
is that the game is the Wii thing where it really is a disguised series of mini games.
Oh, well,
it's not actually a whole game.
It's not even that disguised.
It's
like time for the next mini game.
And that's what works on the Wii. I actually had a lot of fun playing the game, but like you, I could play 10 minutes of it and go, okay. Yeah. I'm done with that for now.
I didn't. Where I wouldn't even say it's a minigame thing is that makes me think of like WarioWare. I didn't know the challenge.
Well,
what was the challenge in this game?
Be creative. To be creative with how you string together these combos and make the kills more and more outrageous. And then you would get to your bonus for that would be to get to a series of real mini games where it's like, okay, there's a train coming. Now you got to throw as many dudes as you can into the train or what have you.
Yeah.
It just, it's just not that fun after a while. It's repetitive is what it is.
It might not even be the Wii thing. I don't want to put that on the Wii, you know what I mean?
Well, a lot of games on Wii are that mini game aesthetic. I don't know.
So
mechanic.
Sorry,
Sega.
MadWorld games designed to define systems.
All right, well, before we get to the exclusive unveiling of some of this year's Webby nominees.
Awesome.
We want to thank our sponsors, such lovely sponsors as Squarespace. If you haven't checked out squarespace.com, go check out squarespace.com. They have the best WYSIWYG editor, easy to maintain websites, great professionally designed themes that anybody can design a great website for. So if you need a website, head over to squarespace.com and please use the checkout code TRS. It'll save you 10% off the life of your entire website.
I bet you a lot of the nominees we're going to be talking about for these websites used GoDaddy to buy their URL because
Probably.
GoDaddy is the leader in the web domain selling business.
Correctamundo.
It is the place to go. You got your .coms, your .orgs, anything you might need. They have a great support staff. And if you use our promo code, which is TRS1, you get 10% off your order, so there's no reason not to start your own website.
Gravy train.
And of course, Netflix, which is online renting. They have over 90,000 titles. One that we heartily recommend is the hidden comedic gem of a movie that Jeff mentioned earlier, Safe Men, starring Sam Rockwell and Alex's silver screen counterpart, Steve Zahn.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
It's about like dudes
amazing.
stealing from the Jewish mafia.
You should probably see this movie.
Hysterical.
One of my favorite comedies ever.
Yeah. They have also many of the Blu-ray titles, 40 shipment centers, so you get the movie that you put at the top of your queue basically the next day. Watch instantly. Plans start as low as $4.99, but to get a 2-week free trial, head over to www.netflix.com/TRS.
WWWs are important. So in lieu of an email, we are going to be bringing you guys a little nugget of information.
Yeah, this is cool.
Exclusive
Now,
information.
last year, we were fortunate enough to be nominated for a Webby. We actually won the People's Choice for Best Variety.
Yes, which was amazing.
And we went to New York.
Had a blast, which I
So
guess, was that a
cool.
year ago? Really?
Almost. Yeah.
Almost a year
Crazy.
ago. We ate that Ninja restaurant.
Ninja Restaurant was amazing.
So the ceremony itself was really cool. It was a total red carpet deal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Stephen Colbert was there, and
Lauren
Freelander
Michaels.
Lauren Michaels, yeah.
Judah
Freelander, who was
hosted.
hysterical, hosted. And the deal is you only get 5-word acceptance speeches.
Yeah, and so
which
they
is
have
brilliant.
been like famous 5 words.
As somebody who has attended several award ceremonies in my life, I can tell you that it's almost always really annoying to sit through somebody you've never seen before give an acceptance speech. At this ceremony, it's always fun because it's like, how are they
exciting.
gonna?
Yeah,
how are they gonna
do
figure
it?
out to do the 5 words?
Ours was Nerd is the New Cool.
Yes.
Alex's was...
My other show, Dignation, won a Webby last year, and I went up with no pants. Which there's a lot of trepidation, and my 5
There's a
words
lot of
were,
talking into it.
have you seen my pants? Anyone seen my pants?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I got a lot of press. A lot of press around the pants.
Michelle Gondry, who's done great Eternal Sunshine
Yeah.
and Spotless Mind, his was like keyboards have germs or something, or
Sure. I don't really remember.
something like
but
that. There was
some really
clever.
great
He's a-
stuff. So anyway, and this year is going to be even
Al
bigger
Gore
than
won.
last year.
Al Gore won one year, and his was "Please don't recount this vote."
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I remember that from when we looked into it last year. So we're very, very excited, and without further ado, here are a few
Yeah, there's a lot of categories.
huge amount of categories. And
So we're just gonna highlight
we
some.
picked 5, and so the first category we're going to tell you the 5 nominees are in the category of weird, and the nominees are Crappy Cat, Cute Overload, Fail Blog, Jason Nelson's Digital Oddities, Sad Guys on Trading Floors. So those were the nominees in the weird category.
Congratulations to all those nominees. I get the pleasure
Congratulations.
of announcing the humor category. And the nominees are 23-6, Fail Blog, Indecision 2008, South Park Studios, The Onion.
Good group, solid group.
I don't know why we had
Solid
Jeff
group.
do the humor category.
Because I'm the most humorous. And also,
It sounds
I
like,
like
wait, this banter sounds like a horrible award show.
All right, Danny.
only
T.
they had not.
All right,
We only
Danny
had
T.
writers.
Yeah.
What did we get for you to
Be
put?
Bruce
Bruce
Valanche.
Valanche, why did you write that for me?
Yeah.
Bruce Valanche.
How come that made me
all
catch
right,
it when he was
all
like,
right, all right.
I just like to watch.
My category is best, aptly so, best individual performance.
Oh, that is apt.
Green Porno. Rob Corddry for Children's Hospital. Lil O'Reilly. Imaginary Bitches. Sarah Palin Vlogs, the series.
It was amazing. That was quite amazing.
I love being the nominee show.
I did so much fun.
awesome.
I never thought I'd ever be that like computerized voice that says the.
That was actually a human voice.
Yeah.
All right, well, next up we have the nominees for comedy individual short or episode. Awkward Rap. Children's Hospital Episode 4. New portable sewing machine lets sweatshop employees work on the go. Paris Hilton responds to McCain ad. Prop 8 the musical. It's good, solid category. Some long names in there.
You know, I realized we're doing what my pet peeve is.
What's your pet peeve?
When they don't say "and" the last nominee.
Well, we could just record and
I
Mike
hate it when on the thing because it sounds like they didn't record them in order. Like we are doing that, but we're not doing the "and." And I hate on the worst is when they don't have the "and" Prop 8 the musical.
You can choose the next one.
And the last category that we'll be announcing is viral. Bill O'Reilly flips out dance remix. Shiba Inu live puppy cam. The website is down. Sales guy versus web dude. What's up 2008? Where the hell is Matt 2008? And.
Well, congratulations to all the nominees. If you want to see
so
a
cool.
complete list when available, I think Tuesday at 9 a.m. or something is when it's going to be out. You can head over to webbyawards.com to get all of the.
And hey, all the nominees
Matt?
that are going to the Webbies in New York,
Get ready to
you have
party.
to go to Ninja New York.
Yes, Ninja Restaurant.
Amazing.
Please. Thank you very, very much, Webbies, for the honor of allowing us to nominate
Yes.
or be part of
Oh,
the
we should
nomination.
mention one of the nominees that we did not get a chance to talk about because it's not one of those categories is Dignation is nominated again.
What up?
For technology. So big ups to Revision 3 and Dignation for that.
And
Congratulations, sir.
That's cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So if you want more information, just head over to Webby's. The webbyawards.com. Also, Mike will have a little lower 30s, things like that. Well, that is it for this week's edition of The Totally Rad Show. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Jeff Canada.
I'm Dan Trachtenberg. You should follow us on Twitter.
Yes, twitter.com/Alex Albrecht.
/Jeff Canada.
/DannyTRS.
Snoop Mikey. That is it. We will see you next week. Not sure what we're going to cover. Check out the site. What?
Oh, yeah, wait, we have a lot
Thanks
to
so
talk
much.
about.
And
Wait.
thanks so much
we
to
can't-
Christian and Nina for putting together
yes.
our mission
amazing.
video.
Thanks for our mission video.
Now-
and if they would like to do more mission
Yes.
videos, there's so much.
TotallyRadShow.com
We don't mind
/missions.
Say it again, I talked over you.
TotallyRadShow.com/missions, and all the info will be up there.
Email us.
Email us.
Fans at TotallyRadShow.com. Send us background.
The movie we're going to view ahead of time. Find out next week at TotallyRadShow.com.
My fist
We're
is
out.
ready.
All
I've
right.
been ready to foot fist.
Jinx.com/tier.
5, 4, 3.
Take it away. Take it away.
All right, there once was a man from Nantucket whose penis was so abnormally large that he could reach it with his own mouth.
We'll do it live.
My sexual drive is the strongest.
Hey, how's it going?
You're going to have to relinquish your control.
You'd have to be a douche nozzle not to.
Hey America, I'm Paris Hilton.
You just say words, and you hope at the end of the sentence they make sense.
You know, here's another thought to wrap things up.
What's that mean? To play us out.
So there've been a few. I'm gonna start again.
Who was
How about that?
Alright, hey guys, it's William Buchanan from City 17. As you can probably hear, your mission this week is to talk about Observe and Report, Killzone 2, and MadWorld. There's no need to be so rough, guys.
Canada, Trachtenberg, Obrecht. Your mission this week is to discuss the movie Observe and Report and the video games Killzone 2 and MadWorld. Failure to complete the mission will result in immediate termination of the Totally Rat Show. So we are counting on you.
the Totally Rad Show.
Hey, Rad guys. I have a favor to ask you. Can you use your rad powers to observe and report a movie named Observe and Report? How about if you kill a review for Killzone 2? How about if you just make us a little bit more mad and doing a review for MadWorld? Yes, that would be great. That would be totally rad.